You see, the ego is a functional part of what you are. It is necessary in order to create awareness. Ego is the separator. Ego is that part of you that tells you you are something separate from the rest. Now, what the exact definition is of self is largely determined by culture. Unfortunately, we live in a culture where ego has been told that the definition of self is very small. It also has been told it is lacking in what it is and what it can do. So a big part of the emphasis of culture is on the ego fear part, on the resistance part. Growing up means, in a big way, it means getting a grip on what you are and getting a grip on this ego within you. And you have to develop the skill of using it to your end instead of being used to its end. Now, what do I mean with that? By that, what I mean is that this separation is what enables the awareness, right? Because there is not you, there can be a you. And because there is a you, there is a unique perspective. There is a chance for you to have an experience. You can experience not you interacting with you. On the other side of that, this is like the functional part of ego. On the other side of that, the dysfunctional part, you have this smallness, this fear. You have this uncertainty, right? Because that's what happens when you separate from the whole. You become incomplete. You become partial. You become disconnected. You become less than everything. And because this is so, you now live in a world where you are vulnerable, where you are disconnected, and where you are partial. And this world, in all its confusion, has told itself that it oversees this situation and knows what to do with it. And that you can do stuff to complete yourself, to make yourself whole again, to validate yourself or be validated by culture by enriching yourself, whether it be by skills, knowledge, goods, whatever. But this is false. And I think you can see this struggle in Stoicism, where I would say Stoicism is trying to be the most adult philosophy there is, but it still is coming from this ego is the enemy idea, where they're trying to resist some sort of natural functioning in the body and the mind and rationalizing everything so it can stop doing that. And although I appreciate the effort, I think it is still the wrong approach. It's still based in resistance. It's still in unaccepting the way you are, in what you are. And so growing up for me has been about aligning myself with the way ego functions and making sure that it functions to serve me instead of me serving it. And when I mean it serving me, it means appreciating, embracing, and enjoying the experience that it enables, right? Because of ego, I am something. I am separate. And that is awesome because it enables the experience and it gives me a perspective, a unique perspective, a unique point of view that allows me to see things in a certain way, which is different than how other people see it. So now there is something going on. Now there is emotion. Now there is, right, friction. There's all these things. And instead of trying to get rid of that, you could try and embrace that. And you could see that that's where life is, in this struggle, in this friction, and not to overcome and to win and to dominate and to blah, 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 blah. No, to align, to allow, to flow and dance with that which you are. And to embrace the fact that you have an ego. And if you want to rationalize, it's very simple. You wouldn't exist if there wasn't an ego. So trying to get rid of your ego and become enlightened, or to try to resist your ego or dominate your ego so you can be a stoic, it's all futile because you will be assimilated. But get ahead of that. Don't let your ego dominate you. Don't try to dominate your ego. Just align and accept the thing that you are. And take from that what it offers. A partial, temporal perspective that is not true, it's not false, it's just, in a pointless universe, your perspective is the point for you. So enjoy it.